so this is not your first Furnace Fest.
No way.
Third one?
This is my fifth one.
So you went to the Furnace Fest way back in the day.
I went to the OG, dude.
You are an OG.
I know.
So how's this year been, and how does it compare to previous years to you?
It's not. It's a little bit about the fest, but it's more about my attitude toward the fest.
Yeah. Okay.
So in being in public and being around. Oops, that's okay. Being around like music people and just the ego and like all that stuff.
Sure.
I have a purpose here because I'm doing Make It Perfect and doing interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
So when I don't walk in here with a chip on my shoulder, I don't care who's playing, I'll have a good time.
Yeah.
That's internal. External, it's been, I've just loved seeing music because I don't get out as much as I used to.
Same.
So I'm just having a blast. But in comparison, it's like each time for me has gotten better just because my attitude has shifted. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
I'm not going to lie to you. I've had a bit of a bad attitude this weekend.
Hell yeah. What's the vibe?
Well, I reached out to a lot of artists going into this, and even a couple of them said, "Hey, I'll be right there," and then I wait for an hour and they never show up. But hey, it's content creation.
Yep.
I feel like sometimes people might view me as a bit of an opportunist, but I don't have to do this. I'm doing this because I love heavy music and I love these people.
Yeah.
And I'm only going to interview bands that I actually like.
Copy.
Right? I'm not going after the hype band.
Yeah.
I'm just interviewing who I like. So, and I like you, and that's why we're talking, dude.
Dude, I relate to you on the opportunist stuff, man. I feel like that anytime I reach out. I hate that feeling. I don't think that's it. You're providing somebody with a service. It's sick.
You're just as much as an artist as they are.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I'm so happy.
Just because you're not, stacking hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever.
Dude. Oh wait.
Right. Maybe you are, dude. I don't know.
No, dude.
So what artists have you been able to connect with at Furnace Fest?
I had you know who I missed was Dan from Zayo, man. We had a miscommunication, and I've always thought he was like a dark soldier, you know what I mean?
Oh, he would be awesome on your show, man.
I hope we can get him some point, but I've gotten Stephen Christian, Amberlyn.
Yeah,
he got in there and rocked that shit out. And
we were going nuts to Amberlyn the other day, me and Christian.
Dude,
Those songs rule.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Dude, how did you first come up with the Make It Perfect concept? And when did you feel like you were actually doing it like you had envisioned, I guess?
I didn't really come up with it.
Okay.
Roman Haviland came up with it. You know, hey.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah.
He said, "Yo, you should get on a thing and paint with people and stuff like that." And I was like, "Nah, dude. I don't want to be fucking Bob Ross of the." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but then I'm like, but then I saw Dave Portnoy do One Bite, Everyone Knows the Rules.
Yeah.
The pizza review, and I was like, "Oh, I could do that." And I did Zambui. So that was in 2018.
Yeah.
And had to take a break. During COVID, and then I would say I'm not doing it how I want to do it yet.
Okay.
But each time it's like it's an evolution, so that's where I'm at with
that.
But
you're building up to where you want to be.
And I like this time. I like it, and I fucking hate it because it's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
This shit's hard, man.
It is, dude.
We've been busting our asses.
Yeah.
We've had a great time though.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Yes. Keep busting your ass, man. It's the only way.
Dude, I've known you for over 10 years, and every conversation I've had with you has been, for me, somewhat profound, and not only that, but we're bros, and we have a good time together with Chris Hazlett, our former roommates and stuff. Hazy Train.
I miss him. Yeah.
I miss him too. But as far as basically my question is, you have a unique gift for cutting through the bullshit with people and getting down to the core of the people that you interview. Is this something that you've always been able to do, or is this kind of something that you got to a point in your life where you were able to do that?
I've always done it, but I haven't been conscious that I do it and that I have that skill.
Yeah.
And I would do it naturally, but now I'm aware that I have the skill, and sometimes I get ahead of myself because I want to get there so fast.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do, but I've realized it's important to be artful about it.
Yeah.
Because working with people is an art. And generally you come to a place like this, it's hyper social. There's a lot of ego. There's a lot of like guarding happening.
Yeah.
A lot of people trying to make stuff happen and progress, and a lot of that stuff. And when someone has a a bigger frame on the front of them, you have to really learn how to get through that frame without completely shattering it, unless you want to shatter it. And I can shatter it, but I just that's not like that's not something I want to do anymore unless it requires it.
Some people might not be ready to have a certain conversation, especially on camera.
Yep.
I feel when I've watched Make It Perfect, you're kind of feeling people out and feeling what they're comfortable talking about. And some of the things some of the topics that you hit are just like, man, I don't hear very many people talking about this kind of stuff.
Excellent.
And that's what makes your show special, man.
Thanks, dude.
So give me a couple bucket lists, Make It Perfect artists.
Weed. You got weed at Furnace Fest.
Okay.
Bucket list. Don't edit that.
It's stinky weed out here, dude.
Stinky ass weed, dude.
It's stinky.
Anyway, it's bucket list. Oh, Walter Schreifels from Quicksand and all his bands. Dude.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. I was like, that guy that was standing there, Dan.
Yeah.
He hooked that up, and I love Quicksand. You know, I love Quicksand.
So you got him on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, cool,
and
man.
I couldn't. Walter, you're the fucking dude. I think he's so cool, and he handled it so well. He didn't know what the interview was about. Like, he didn't know he'd be painting. So he walked into the room, and he's like, what's going on here?
What is this?
And he's like, oh, you want me to paint something? And I was like, yeah, bro. And he goes, Jesus Christ. And he sat down, but he did it, man. He nailed it.
Hell yeah.
Same with Chuck Reagan. He didn't know he was going to paint. He came back there and nailed it. It was awesome.
That's great, man.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Dude, I remember when you started doing art, or at least you started telling other people that you were doing it.
Yep.
Was it something that you had to do, like otherwise you would die, or what impact has it had on your life, like in terms of making visual pieces, some of which have made it onto people's walls, album covers, etc.
Yeah.
What made you want to initially do this?
I don't know, man. I think God. Like, I'm so serious. It came out of nowhere. And I remember I was stacking beans at Whole Foods, and I looked to my left, and I just saw this chick's ass, and then I saw this big old ripped dude, and then I just looked up at the ceiling, and I saw this real thick strip of red paint on a black background. I was like, shit, that would look really cool. And Alex Miracle actually inspired me to paint, you know?
Love that guy.
Yeah.
Love Cove.
Me too. So anyway, so I was like, I just got some paints, and I started painting, and I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
I still can't stop. I love it.
Well, your work is incredible.
Thank you. Like you said, is it something that I have to do or I'll die? I feel like I'll die. Like my heart will just.
Yeah.
You know, I won't be able to. It won't pump anymore. That's the best I can do.
I think, like you said, you mentioned God.
Yeah.
I think that's in a way how we connect with the Creator.
Yeah.
I think we are creations, and we were meant to create stuff.
Yep.
But the world that we live in, it makes it really hard to do that.
Yeah, it does,
wouldn't you agree? Like,
yeah, and I think this thing makes it really hard to do that. And distraction is the number one killer, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you're really meditating when you're doing something physical, you know?
Yeah.
Whether that's lifting weights, whether that's, you know, editing something, whether that's painting, you know? Playing guitar, you're in that place where you can bring God, the God inside of you out.
Yeah.
That's my thought on that.
Good, man. That's great. Do you believe in societal programming, and do you think making visual art is a way for you to unlock and reprogram yourself?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. I am programmed by this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm programmed by the programmers of this thing, you know?
Yeah.
And so is he, so is she, and you guys are too, and it's like,
yeah.
But I know, I see how much this influenced my art making, and I don't love that when I'm really painting, I have my phone sitting there. I want my phone so far away from me so I can like be with myself and be with these materials that kind of have their own consciousness. And it's like, it really is the only way to get back to the most natural state inside of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is, man. And I hope people do more of it.
It's amazing that a human being can rearrange pigments on a canvas, and it literally evokes a certain emotion, a very specific emotion that not everyone will connect with, but few will.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, that's amazing. And same thing with music. People are gonna dig your band, or they might not, right? Yeah. So,
and if I like it, I don't really care what it looks like all the time. I care if I feel something when I look at it. That's what I care about. And if I feel it, if I look at it and feel it, someone else is going to do it, period. So that's it.
Yeah. So years ago, you were the vocalist of a band called Worker. Do you miss being a vocalist, man?
Yeah, I do.
Especially being here around all these fucking bands. And seeing old dads doing it too still, right?
Totally, man. That was never my lot, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not good at touring. Being in a band stresses me out. I'm not good at being in a band. And meaning like working in a band with other people too.
Yeah, dude.
So it makes sense why I went to painting, but
you got to do your own thing.
I do miss fucking thrashing. I love it. I miss it. I was good at it, and who knows? Maybe it'll come again. I don't really care about that. I do miss it though.
Yeah, I imagine you were so good at it, man.
Thanks, dude. Thanks.
Seeing you play with those guys like Luke and who's the drummer?
Jimbo.
Yeah, dude.
I love Jim,
I saw him at a bar years ago, and
Jim
we
rips,
were getting
Jim's
after it.
awesome.
So he's a great guy. Love him, man.
Love him, dude.
What does hardcore punk mean to you? And what does Furnace Fest mean to you?
What does hardcore
just as a
punk
human
mean
being
to me, and what does the fest mean to me? That's a great question. What is hardcore punk?
Bit of a broad stroke.
No,
sorry, man.
No. Those are open-ended questions. Best ones. I generally have a bad look at punk and hardcore.
Yeah.
And I don't like the clique of it. I don't like the bro mentality, and I also don't like the express yourself, fuck everything, fucking punk rock. It's like none of that works for me, and I do it all at the same time. So it's like I think the biggest thing that I like about hardcore and punk rock is that it is accessible. The people that make the work, that make the songs, are accessible to the people that watch them. Yeah. And I think that aspect of connection and community is huge, because I know how quickly I isolate myself and feel like a piece of shit, and then I have to act like I'm better than people, even though I just am hating myself in that moment. So when I'm able to get out in something like this, and I'm able to like see you and do these things, man, I feel like I get up off the floor inside myself, and I could just enjoy myself. You know what I mean? I love that. And Furnace Fest is that. It really is.
Being around this many people and this many types of people, I mean, the people watching here is unmatched.
It's sick.
I'm going to be honest with
you
guys.
Is, man. Yeah.
A really eclectic bunch of people.
And I
here.
love judging people, period.
Oh, it's
I
great,
just do.
dude.
It's fucking awesome.
But being around all of these different types of people it's a way. It's kind of a way of cleansing yourself. But then it'll be even better to step away from it all and go back to your safe, your safe place.
Totally. So. I'm a little bummed, because everyday life for me is just so kind of monotonous, and I'm like, but I can't. I couldn't live in this every day. It's just not. It's just not healthy for me to do that. Yeah,
this is day 3 for me.
I'm getting tapped.
I'm spent, bro.
Yes.
Bro, I can't thank you enough for talking to me, man.
Yeah, love you, dude.
This means a lot, dude.
Love you.
And love anybody that watches Shred Sessions, you need to subscribe to Make It Perfect. You need to do it as soon as possible.
Thank you.
This guy does amazing stuff. He interviews artists just like I do, but in a completely different way. So if you like punk, you like hardcore, you like cool bands, definitely check out Make It Perfect. So thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Hell
Give me a
yeah.
hug.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Love it, man.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Sick.
Thank you. That's awesome.